Hello everyone, real quick before this video, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who subscribed. We hit 500 subscribers yesterday. Thank you all so much. Welcome back to another Navigating BrickLink. Today specifically what we're going to be doing is going over the inventory options here. With that being said, if you're not subscribed, click the subscribe button, and if you find this video helpful or useful in any way, click the thumbs up. So we're going to get straight into it, clicking the inventory here. Now on this page, first of all, let me say it's not as nice as Brickstock, so if you've seen my video on Brickstock or if you haven't, I would recommend checking that out. It's a lot nicer and a lot more convenient of a way to edit your inventory. But on the fly, this does work. So this is your inventory page, and all your parts are shown here in each category. Now if you scroll through, you can see every single category that you have. And as you get more and more lots, it gets really, really long. But essentially what you can do is any of these, you can go ahead and click and it'll bring up to the next page, which will kind of say all the info about the specific pieces. And this is kind of what it looks like when you're uploading parts. Same idea, you know, you have the remarks field, the quantity, the price, and all that fun stuff there. If you go back to your normal inventory page, there are a few ways you can view this. In this case, we have it viewed by category, but you can also view it in order of color, you know, by the type of the item, the year it was released, and all these other options here. Now, if you want to search in your inventory, there's a few ways you can do that. One, you can either search for, you know, if you want to search for a 1x2 plate, you can obviously type into this keyword field here, 1x2 plate, and click go, and now all your 1x2 plates will pop up. But another option you might want to do is search by something in the drawer. You know, if you know blank pieces in a certain drawer, now if you search that keyword in here, let me actually get back rid of this, but wow, that was a disaster. Let's just say we want to search what's in drawer 20. If we click go, we're not going to come back with anything. It's going to say there's nothing in drawer 20. So what we do is go to that inventory, and you want to make sure you click this little remarks bubble here. And that means it'll actually search in the remarks field now. So now if you go drawer D, what was it, 20 I think it was? Now if we click go, we will see what is in that drawer. So now you can see this does pop up. For the same exact search, the key is that you have to have that little checkbox or that little bubble filled in that says the My Remarks field. And this is really nice when you're editing pieces or if you're combining lots into the same drawer. You can very easily search by the drawer number instead of the actual item type, because maybe you don't know this is a 1x1 by 1 2/3 with studs on one side. You know, maybe you wouldn't know to type that in. I probably would not. I would probably call this a 1x1 by 2, and that would be incorrect because it's not actually 2 bricks tall. It's 1 2/3 tall. So really nice feature there in that search thing there. I wish, unfortunately, you could just search remarks and it would automatically find the remark, but you do have to click this little button here. I'm not going to explain too much of this search because this is very basic. You just kind of drop down and you can search certain types and different lots, conditions, and all that kind of stuff there. What I am going to explain is down here more, and this is kind of to edit your inventory and to update it. I guess real quick at the bottom here, you can see a kind of a summary of your entire inventory. It'll tell you how many items are in the inventory, in however many lots, in however many categories. And this number here, as well as this, also counts your stock rooms. So stock rooms, you're able to put pieces in that are not available on your store for sale, but you can input those pieces into your store. So we've done that for a few pieces. You know, if I drop a drawer, or if you guys saw that one video where I dropped some drawers, I found the drawer numbers and I put those pieces in the stock room because it's not like I didn't have them, but I needed to count them and re-verify everything. So instead of just deleting them out of the inventory, you can keep them in and just put them away, or kind of put them in the back of the store so they can't see it. But yeah, this is a summary. It says how many pieces, lots, categories, and then it gives you a total average or total price, and then it also gives you a price here that is your sale price. So you can see up here, our minifigs, everything's on 10% off right now. And I guess another thing is these are the amount of pieces in however many lots. And then also this is the total price of that category, and then this is the total price of that category after the sale. And this is for everything across the board, so you can see if it has a dash, that just means there is no sale at the moment. You can also have your inventory cost here. At the moment everything is 0, but this is the part where it's kind of convenient and kind of not convenient. You could actually screw up a lot of stuff here, to be totally honest. So using these checkboxes here, you can select certain categories and stuff, and we'll just go through and we will edit well, yeah, let's just edit these instructions. We'll edit these Minecraft instructions, these promotional instructions, and these Star Wars instructions right there. And you can see by checking the boxes, now what that means is whatever we do down here will affect these 3 categories. If you scroll all the way up to the top and you want to do everything, you can check this checkbox here. Let's say you want to do everything except the antenna. You can do that, for example, there. It's a lot easier instead of going and checking every single box. But for that, we will just check these few boxes down here, and then we'll get into the update section. Now right here, you're able to put items on sale or take them off of sale. So let's say we wanted to put these 3 things and give it a 10% off. If we want to do that, you type in 10 there, and then at the bottom here, you click this Submit Changes button. And I guess I could do it actually real quick. It will actually, if we scroll down now, you can see these 3 categories, like I said, are now on 10% off. If you want to remove that sale, you simply type in 0, and now they are 0% off. And when that page is submitted again, those will once again not be on sale, and you can see that by, again, this column over here. Another option here is the base tiered pricing, and another thing is you want to make sure you check these little or fill in these little bubbles as you're doing this, or it will only affect. So if you put this, if nothing's typed in here, and let's say you type something in down here, unless this is checked or filled in there, it won't actually change anything. So you want to make sure you do that right. But you can also set base tiered pricing. So this is something where if someone orders, 1 piece, it costs 2 cents, but if they order 10 pieces, it only costs 1 cent. So you can change the quantity and the percent off price up here of all these categories, and you can do this right here. Now this is where it starts to get dangerous. Let's say you check a few categories here and you click this delete on accident somehow, and now you click submit. It actually deletes those items and you can't get them back, and I wish this wasn't here. Not that I've ever clicked that, but there is a potential to do that. There's also a few things here that I wish weren't here because they're very dangerous. Let's say you accidentally have this clicked and you have new and used pieces, and you meant to put it all on sale, but you accidentally have this for some reason, and every piece is checked there, and you click submit. Now you just changed everything in your inventory to new, and it's very, very difficult to figure out what needs to go change back to use. And there is no, Command Z or Control Z that just undoes it. Unfortunately, it is done once you do the damage. Same thing here, you can change the subcondition to complete, incomplete, and sealed for certain sets. Here's an option if you want to retain the items after they're sold out, and that just means they stay in your inventory after they're sold out. They just have a quantity of 0 and they're not available for sale. We don't do that, so technically all of ours are set to no, but certain sellers might want to have that in their store so they know what they've had, and they can easily just change that back or change the quantity later. You can change the availability, and this is useful if you want to put certain categories in your stock room like I mentioned. You can click this, make sure that's selected there, and then you can put it in A, B, or C here. And this just takes it out of your storefront so no buyers can buy it on your store. You're also able to change the bulk amount here if you want. You just type in the number there. And then you can also make the sales price and tier prices the base prices. So essentially, if you have everything 10% off, instead of it being 10% off, you can just set it to the price of 10% off. So it no longer has the green sale thing on the page, and it no longer says it here. It just totally lowers the prices to 10%. Hopefully that made sense there. And you can round it to 2 or 3 decimals, whichever you'd like. Now this is something I have used in the past. You can increase or decrease your cost. And this my cost is kind of confusing if you use the my cost field, but this actually increases or decreases the prices of all your pieces. So you can select whatever categories you want, and you can increase, let's say I want to decrease the cost by 6%, and we can round it again to 2 or 3 decimals here. So this is nice if you want to bump up your prices just a little, or just bump them down just a little as well. Totally an option there. And I have used this a little bit, and it is a little quicker than going into BrickStock. You don't have to update everything. What I really wish they would add is a little box that is a set to 6-month sales average, because then you wouldn't need to go into BrickStock and upload your inventory and update it and all that stuff. So that would be really nice here. Unfortunately, they don't have that. Now, for some people, this may not be here, this reserved items thing. What you have to do is click down here, click the Show More Options button, and it probably looks like that. For whatever reason, when my page loads, it automatically shows that. But you can reserve certain categories for a specific person. So you type in their username here and then click Submit Changes, and then it is all saved there, and only they can buy that. Now down here is kind of changes the things that are like affected, I guess, in a way. So if you have 10 categories selected and one of those categories has some used items, you can, select only update the items that are new. So this kind of just changes what is updated or what is updated up there. You can play around with these if you want, but again, this is your live inventory, so you do need to be careful because this is what is in your store and this cannot be undone. Here's what I'd recommend, and this is a super useful thing down here, this download button. By clicking this, you can actually download an XML or a CSV or a tab delim, I don't even know what that is. But you can download one of these two, are probably more useful. This one might be useful if you know what it is. And save these. And this is what I do pretty much, not every single time I log in, not every day, but a few times a week I download an XML file, because now with this XML file you download, you can actually go to the My Store, Mass Upload, and you can actually upload your entire inventory. I guess I'll show this page real quick. Upload it by here by pasting in that XML, or update it by here by pasting in that XML there. So that download option is very, very nice there, and I would recommend to keep certain, every few days download your inventory so that in the event something happens, you do have a backup, because BrickLink does not have any sort of backup. Another little option here is this part out log, and this is super nice actually. You're able to go and see what you've parted out on what date and stuff, and it's sorted by oldest to newest. So this is the last thing we parted out. I parted out on the 27th of March, and then before that was March 25th, and you can see it kind of goes backwards in time, but you can also see the quantity here and the set number and a photo of the set. And this is a really useful page for when you're like, what was that one set we parted out that had that cool piece? You could just go and check it out, and it's really interesting actually to see how much you parted out over the past however long it's been and stuff. That is pretty much it for the inventory page. If you guys have any questions, or if you saw anything that I totally missed, which is totally an option, go ahead and let me know. One more thing, I guess, if you want to see all the instructions, you can click this Show All button. It'll open up every single instruction. But yeah, different things like that. It's kind of fun to play around on this page, but again, be really careful because this is your actual inventory. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, like I said, put them below. If you like the video, click the thumbs up, and if you're not yet subscribed, click subscribe. Thanks for watching again, and we'll see you in the next one.